first time under 13:30. Can't believe he's never run under 13:40. Today might be the day. George Kush of Nebraska, Nick Stanisiek of Washington as they are off. Robert Domanik, Reebok Boston Track Club, formerly Ole Miss. Clayton Murphy, the Olympic bronze medalist at 800 meters for Nike Oregon Projects, is in here. Sean McGorty for Nike Bowerman Track Club, last year's NCAA champ at 5K. William Paulson of Arizona State, and Mo Ahmed, Nike Bowerman Track Club. They're being paced by Liam Conway up front.
Yes, you have three guys here who have lifetime best of 3:36. Two of them are new pros in Sean McGorty and Robert Domanik, and then the other man, the third man, is Clayton Murphy, the Olympic bronze medalist, and they go through 300 here in about 42.
Yeah, and you know what I love? Clayton Murphy right with the pacer. We've seen a few races tonight where the pacer's gone out. The race has said, hey, we're going to do our own thing. But right now, Clayton Murphy out there testing himself as they go through 457 seconds. So Paulson there, the collegian from Arizona State, this year, formerly at Princeton, is running out real well right now behind Murphy, leading the rest of the field. Now McGorty moves up into that third position, and just behind him is former teammate Grant Fisher.
Yeah, Fisher trying to crack that 340 barrier. He's run 341. Paulson's an interesting story, nearly a 4-second personal best at Brian Clay, who's 5th indoors in the mile.
We got our 4th place finisher at the Rio Olympics there, just behind Fisher, Mr. Mo Ahmed. Dropping down in distance. We were talking about in our last race, Schweitzer doing it. Now her Bowerman teammate, Mo Ahmed, dropping down at 5 and 10. And the pacer through 140 with 2 to go. Clayton Murphy's got a step on the field. Paulson there in second, about 5 meters back. McGorty behind him. And here we come through 800 meters. Great time, 155, 156, 157. So about 156 even for Murphy, maybe just under, and about 157 even for the rest of the field, as now Paulson being caught by Fisher. So Fisher running really strong. He wants to go after it tonight. He's closing the gap on Clayton Murphy.
Hello, that's a big move there by Grant Fisher. I bet he was having flashbacks running on this track with his former teammate, Sean McGorty, but Grant Fisher is making a assertive move here and has now bridged the gap to Clayton Murphy. McGorty behind, then Paulson, and then Mo Ahmed. You're right, moving down in distance. This must feel like a flat-out sprint for him.
Watch out for Domanik. He's coming up, but this is 400 meters to go. Murphy leads 241. And Fisher right behind him. He wants to get under that 340 mark. This is his last chance for some Payton Jordan magic in the Stanford uniform.
And keep an eye on Domanik. Might be the sharpest man in the field, just coming off a BAA mile title there. And he has moved now into 5th place in that gray jersey. George Kush of Nebraska in the mix now on the backstretch, making a big move, the man from South Africa. But Grant Fisher is sticking with Clayton Murphy as we get to 200 to go.
310. They were at 255, 256 at 1200. Murphy, the class of the field with that Olympic medal, is showing he should be up front right now and pulling away. Look at the speed that Murphy has at the moment. The indoor 1K champ at USA's. Clayton Murphy is taking this race and looking so smooth. Domanik, the man you just mentioned, moving into second with a big move in front of the field. McGorty trying to fight for it, and it's going to be Murphy, Domanik, and that might be Stanisiek. Or sorry, Reed Brown. So that's going to be a big run for a number of these guys. Brown moved up, and that's going to be a PR for him at 3:39. Murphy's going to run 3:37.59.
Fisher gets under 340. His old personal best, as we mentioned, 3:41.24. Kush runs a 3:39. That's a PR for him.